Hi folks, Coach Jeff here. Wanted to talk to you about something that will make a huge difference in your game. And this is a game changer. It'll make you better right away. And that's staying low and playing pro. So what we're looking at is when we use our big muscles. What are our biggest muscles? Our calves, our thighs, our glutes. Those are the muscles we want to use when we're playing pickleball. So we want to keep our knees bent. We want to be using our legs when we're hitting every shot. We're trying to use our legs. Our legs are our biggest muscles. When we're using that to generate power on our shots or touch, we can be more compact in our swing. So stay down, stay low. I'm going to go to the back right now and I'm going to show you the importance of keeping low as you approach the net. Okay, when we're back at the line like this, we always want to keep our knees bent. We always want to have a wide base while we're waiting for the return of serve. We probably want to be back 3 or 4 feet, and we want our paddle down like this with our knees bent. Where's the ball going to be? It's going to be low. It's going to bounce, and it's going to be somewhere between our hip and our knee. That's where we want to take the ball. So once we make that swat, we're coming up to the line. We're staying down because the ball is still coming at us low. We're keeping our knees bent. We're keeping our knees bent. We're working our way up to the line. By the time we get up to the line, we can raise up a little bit, but we still want to engage our leg muscles. By the time we get up here, we want to be well grounded. We want our paddle up here like this, just above the net, so we can repel any shots, or we can dink down here. So important that you keep these knees flexible. So while we're at the net, we are staying here, we are waiting for the ball. If our partner or ourselves pop the ball up in the air, what do?
I gotta quit doing that.
If it's high enough and you have time, take a couple steps back and get down low.
Oh no!
We want to think about a seesaw. If their paddle is up here, they're going to be hitting down. Where's our ball going to be? Where's the ball going to be? Where's our paddle going to be? Right here. So we want to get down. And when I talk about getting down, I talk about not taking our paddle down, taking our knees down. If you're standing right here and your knees go down, your paddle goes down too. So you've really got to work with your knees. Your knees have to be everything. They have to be the driver of getting your paddle down. Not this.
Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on new videos.
I wanted to talk to you about something I saw in play today, and it was a friend of mine. We were playing and I was hitting shots down towards his feet. They were short hops and he was in the transition zone, and when he tried to take them, he wasn't bending his legs enough and he ended up slapping a lot into the net. So I worked with him a little bit afterwards for about 10 minutes on reaching with his knees, putting the paddle down and bringing the paddle up with your legs. And he did much better when we did that. So I'm going to demonstrate bad and good for you. So here's what we see. So as you see, I'm really having better success than I should have had. So as you could see, when I was in the back there in the middle of the transition zone, if I'm standing straight up like this and I'm reaching with my paddle, I'm not going to have good success. What I did for the most part was when it was coming low to me, I used my legs, I'm collapsing down, shoulders over ankles. So when my shoulders come down, my paddle goes down with it. My paddle's down here, I'm lifting. I'm lifting with my legs. If you'll notice, my arms aren't doing anything. My paddle's here, hitting it out in front, lift with your legs. My next step would be, of course, to get into the non-volley zone right here. So I would be back here, hitting that shot as a drop shot, coming up and getting in position. So try that when you get a chance. Work on that transition zone. Transition zone 3-5 and up, transition zone training is what you really need to do so you feel comfortable playing. Typically when we're in the transition zone, we're trying to hit drop shots. We're trying to hit low-level drives just over the net. But what happens if we get a little high and we're stuck in the transition zone? Okay, what we want to do is we want to make sure we get our paddles low. If you think about a seesaw, if I hit a ball and it goes up in the air, what happens to the other end of the seesaw? My paddle has to go down. So the higher I hit it up in the air, the lower I want to get my paddle here. So if my friend Steve, if I feed him a quick ball and he hits it down here, it's much easier for me when I'm collapsed down here to come up and hit it than if I'm standing here and try to dig it out with my paddle. So we're going to hit a couple here. Go ahead. Okay, as you could see by those times that I was hitting it up, I was hitting it a little high on purpose, just to give Steve a chance to hit down at the ball. And you saw that as long as I stayed grounded with my paddle down here, I could lift that up using my shoulders and using my legs and my knees. You'll notice I wasn't going like this, I was going like this. I had my elbow straight, my wrist straight. I was using my shoulder as a fulcrum to hit up on it, and I had a lot of good successful shots. So if it's gonna go high, you go low. I wanted to talk to you today about making sure that we do a split step. When we see our opponent ready to load up, we don't want to be coming forward when we're doing that. If we're moving forward like this and they hit it on either side, our forward motion is not going to allow us to hit the ball accurately. So anytime I hit the ball and I hit it a little bit high and I see my opponent getting ready to hit, I'm going to do a split step. And that way, if it comes to my left or my right, I have a chance of moving, hitting another shot, and then keeping moving up to the non-volley zone. I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna do the first one wrong. I'm gonna try to hit while I'm moving forward, and you're gonna probably see it's not gonna work very well. And then I'm gonna show you how to do it the right way. That was wrong. I'm moving, I'm trying to hit a precise shot. He's already at the non-volley zone. The last thing I want to do is pop it up to him or hit it in the net. There we go. Stop, hit, move forward, stop, hit, move forward. Let me do that one more time. I'm going to give you 3 exercises my personal trainer told me to do myself. 3 different exercises you can do to really strengthen your core, really strengthen those leg muscles so that when you get down in this position with your knees bent, you can stay there. It's so important to the game. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do the iron chair plank. So I'm going to put my feet down here, my back against the wall, and I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to try to sit here for as long as I can. So I'm starting with 30 to 35 seconds. What I can do, I'm feeling the burn right here in my thighs. I'm feeling it in my hamstrings, a little bit in my calves, but mostly in my thighs and hamstrings. Very important for your core. Do it 3 to 4 times a week. Start it wherever you're comfortable. Every week or 2, try to add about 10 seconds to that plank. All right, second exercise are gonna be squats. With or without weights, you choose. To start with, we're gonna get a nice wide base. We're gonna put our arms out straight, and we're just gonna bend down. We're gonna do 15 of these. We're just gonna be going up and down, doing 15 of these. When I'm doing these, again, really in my glutes and right here above my knees, my calves are working when I'm doing this. And I'm gonna do 15 of these. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 15. I'm gonna do them 3 or 4 days in a row. Okay, the last one is gonna be leg lifts. So I'm gonna sit with my butt kind of on the edge of the chair. I'm gonna keep one leg down here, and I'm gonna bring one leg straight up. And I'm gonna hold that for as long as I can. Again, start with 30 seconds, just let it hold. Keep it for 30 seconds, then drop it, do the other leg. Same thing. We don't want to use our arms to anchor. We want to keep that free so we are really using our muscles. And if you can pull your foot back a little bit, that'll engage your calf a little more. And we want to hold that for 30 seconds. Once we do that, we're going to do maybe 3 or 4 of those on both legs. Again, 3 to 4 times a week. If you do those things, your legs will get stronger, and when you bend down to take those positions, you're going to be able to really keep that base tight. We're going to keep that paddle low. It will make a big difference in your game, I guarantee it.